Okay, so wow. Didn't think I'd be back so soon. I know for you watching this is probably just in succession, so there's no real break. But in terms of real time, it's been pretty much 2 weeks to the day since we opened pallet number one. Our first kick at the can, our first risk at this venture, and we're already at that first benchmark that we were looking to be at, and that is that we've sold money in hand $656 worth of inventory. That puts us $473.84 away from our break-even point. So that puts us at 58.1% of our initial investment has come back to us. So as I alluded to, we wanted to see at least half back before we started looking at maybe continuing down this path. So we'll get to that shortly. So what is this? What are we looking at so far? So of the sales, we've sold 42 items. So it's about 40, just over 40% of our inventory is gone. So it took less than half the inventory to get more than half our money back. So this is a good sign, and what I hopefully think is an even better sign is that with what is left is we're being more patient on some of the higher priced items. We're not going to reduce prices immensely yet. We are at the beginning of September. There is the back to school rush. Especially with COVID happening right now, so parents are understandably focused on that and probably not going to be looking at Christmas style shopping or fall birthday style shopping yet. So there's some things like that we know are going to sell. We still have one Barbie Dream Camper that is going to sell. I would post it for 100 right now. I really would like to get 100 for it, but we can go as low as 60 or 70 and still be well within a profit margin. But that's going to sell. So we're not going to panic. We're not going to reduce that crazy right now. Same thing with this Paw Patrol tricycle. We still have that. It retails for 80. We have it posted at, I think, 65 right now. Another thing, and that's an example of being even more patient because we are in August. Anybody buying it now might get maybe 3 or 4 more weeks left because we are in Northern Ontario of using that. So we know that may be a long-term inventory hold. That might be an Easter or spring birthday type gift for somebody. So we're going to sit on that one because we know that we should get $60 for that at least. It's brand new, all unwrapping. So there's some things that we're going to hold on to, and the good news is a lot of that stuff is more expensive stuff that we're not panicked by selling on. That I think that they should sell. So we're on a pace right now. We're selling 63.3% of retail cost based on our comps. So we discovered since the last video, I think I mentioned, I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but using the app of the retail store, in this case Walmart, has a scanner on it. So I just went through and scanned all the items we had left and got the true what they sell it for. And using that calculation, we're selling at a rate of 63.3% of retail, which puts us on a pace of being able to sell $1,837 and change of inventory, which, as you recall, our initial investment being $1,129.84. So that puts us at a profit margin of about $700. Or 62.7% return on our investment, which is crazy. Now we also are optimistic or realistic, I should say, and realize that holding that 63% of retail might be difficult. We're going to probably have to drop below 60 a little bit, but right now it's looking good. Now, as in any good business, you should look at how to improve on things and lessons learned. So the first lesson that we're going to take away from this is to have more faith in the dollar auctions. So we've been using Facebook primarily, some Kijiji. We have a few things on eBay that I think are not going to be easy to find local buyers for. Nothing's hit yet, but the dollar auction sites that run locally here are very popular, and there's been a few things now that have sold at over 100% of retail. So having more faith in the dollar auctions, maybe taking more risk with that. The other thing is multiples. So prime example, we have 12 of these light screamer lightsabers. They retail at $40 a piece. I've been able to get two. I did a package deal with somebody for two of them for $55. So $27.50 each. So that's good. But there has been a lot of other hits on it. So we also have the multiple sums from Disney. We've sold two. There's still four left, but it's just proving harder than I thought to get rid of those. But once again, maybe Christmas coming closer, it'll be easier to get rid of some of those. So just some lessons to learn moving forward. And speaking of moving forward, so we've actually have taken that next step. We actually came across a whole bunch of pallets that were thrown up on Restock Canada last week, and we were around that 50% mark return at that point. So the four of us chatted and decided to take the chance on another one. So we do have another pallet coming. It is an Indigo Chapters pallet, so we're hoping for higher end, better quality, and hopefully higher sales as a result. So I will do an intro video to that one in opening. That should be here potentially tomorrow, actually. So we're chugging along here. So I would definitely do a wrap up video on pallet 1 as it gets closer to the end of it, and coming very shortly will be pallet number 2 intro and opening.